welcome back. Today we are going to make a cold pea cheese salad. This is an awesome side dish, especially for lunches, but it's great for potlucks and holiday get-togethers as well. And we are going to start with a list of ingredients. I will list them in the description below. You're gonna need some peas. I like to use frozen peas for this salad. I prefer to use cheddar cheese cubes, but you can use whatever flavor cheese you would like, cheese cubes. We're gonna need about a half a cup of diced onion. I really like to use red onion for salads, but we have a ton of white onions on hand, and so I'm just using those up. We are going to do, I got the cheddar cheese cubes. I like to cut my cheddar cheese cubes up a little bit smaller. Makes it a little bit easier to get them on your fork. And then we need some sour cream, some mayo, and dry ranch packet seasoning. And then we're also going to use, I'm going to use a little bit of sweet basil. You could use parsley if you would like. A little bit of salt and pepper, and then a splash of apple cider vinegar. This is such an easy recipe. Now, just dump them in there. And I actually saw a little pea stem somewhere. Where did it go? Here it is. Look at that little pea stem. Okay. If you have fresh peas from the garden, oh my goodness, it makes this recipe so amazing. But I'm going simple today, and I am using frozen. So we got the peas in there, and then I'm going to dump in. It's about maybe a cup of cheese cubes diced up smaller, and again that half cup of diced onion. If you have cooked bacon, toss that in. You could use like little ham cubes as well. That is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up just a little. Get the onions broken up here. Okay. And then I'm gonna grab a smaller bowl, and we are going to do a 1/4 cup of mayo and a 1/4 cup of sour cream. And I just remembered, I actually have a dressing in my fridge that is phenomenal, that will go so good with this salad that I'm going to use that instead. But this is what I would do normally for the salad. I'm going to use 1/4 cup of the mayo and put that into my bowl, and a 1/4 cup of sour cream. And then I would mix that together in the bowl with my dry ranch packet. Okay, but I have this Sweet Vidalia Onion seasoning dressing in my fridge, and it is perfect for pea salad. Peas are sweet, and so is this dressing, and they just go so well together. And then onions, the fresh onions, oh my goodness. Okay, so I am going to get a measuring cup, because you really only want about a half a cup of dressing here for your pea salad. So we're gonna go about that. If this would be awesome for Easter. I am telling you right now, the Sweet Vidalia dressing for Easter is just, ooh, so good. Okay. I love it when I remember, like, I am one of those Aldi shoppers, and I love when I find like little unique things, seasonal things or things from other countries, that kind of stuff. And then you get it, and then you have half a jar or bottle, and you're like, how do I use this up? This is how we do it. I'm gonna sprinkle my sweet basil, just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, not a ton, maybe a little bit more pepper, and just a splash of apple cider vinegar. Literally, that is it. You're like, what? Trust me, especially if you're doing the mayo sour cream combo. And then we're going to mix this together. I think I'm going to go ahead and dice up a little bit of ham that I have on hand to throw in here also. actually had salami on hand to use up, so I chopped that up and I'm going to put that in here. If you have like prosciutto or again, cooked bacon is amazing in the pea salad. All right, we're going to get a little dish with a lid. Store this for later. It's going to be a perfect side dish to dinner tonight. One of the other little gold finds I have found, you guys, is a peach balsamic vinaigrette. Got that from Aldi's. I have used that in some of my recipes as well. It goes amazing with chicken. So that would be a really good meal to have, a balsamic peach chicken, like a roasted chicken in your crock pot with pea salad on the side. That would be a great pairing. And again, I will list the full recipe with the mayo sour cream ranch version below and this alternative version too. We'll see y'all next time. Today at In the Kitchen with Grace, we are making one of my favorite side salads. I love cheese, I love pasta, I love fresh mozzarella, and we are making a cheese tortellini pasta salad. I have my tortellini cooking. I am just using a generic brand here. Great value. It cooks in 3 minutes. So I've got it cooking here, and then I will drain it. And I'll probably rinse it with cool water in the sink in the strainer to kind of cool it down and keep it from continuing to cook. And while I'm waiting for this to finish, I am going to go chop some of the other ingredients that we're going to put in the salad. For my tortellini pasta salad, I stick to a pretty basic recipe, and then I just utilize whatever we have on hand in our kitchen. In the fridge and in the pantry when it comes to the vegetables and the meats and really the seasoning, the dressing that I put on it. So the staples of this recipe is the cheese tortellini. Fresh mozzarella, I love to use fresh mozzarella, but if you don't have that, you can use cubed cheese as well. I rotate between using salami and pepperoni, either the big turkey pepperoni or the little mini pepperonis. I happen to have salami on hand today, so that's what I am going to use. Olives for me is a big feature of this salad. I love olives. I rotate back and forth between using green olives and black olives. Sometimes I've used the stuffed green olives, like with feta cheese or blue cheese in them, and that's amazing. And then I also usually add a little bit of onion. I happen to have white onion on hand. Red onion is my favorite to add into this pasta salad. Again, it's really versatile ingredients. I like to add banana peppers for a little bit of a kick. I do a lot of gardening. I have an herb garden that goes during the summer, but it is actually fall. My herb garden is kind of done for the year. This year I did not bring my herbs inside. And so I'm going to use dried basil, but if it was during the summer, I used my fresh basil from the herb garden. And I'm going to use a little bit of Italian seasoning. And then my two favorite dressings that I use, I like to use balsamic vinaigrette, one of my favorites. It gives it a little bit of sharpness. And then if I'm in the mood for something just a little bit on the lighter, sweeter side, I like to do an Italian dressing. So I'm going to go ahead and chop some of this up while we wait for the tortellini to finish cooking. Another thing that I really like to add is bell peppers. We usually grow them in the garden. Again, it's fall. So I'm actually using mini sweet peppers. We had grilled, barbecued not that long ago, and we did cream cheese stuffed peppers, mini peppers. And so I have quite a few of the peppers left over. This is a great way to use them up. If you have like fresh vegetables on hand, onions, peppers, potatoes. I mean, these are great things that you could add into just about anything. You can add them into eggs. You could add them into hash browns. You can add them into soups. If you're doing a meat mixture, like maybe meatloaf, you could toss them into that mixture. I'm using about 3 mini peppers. Okay, now I'm going to dice up my banana peppers. I'm using about a 1/4 cup maybe. I am a huge fan of banana peppers, so I feel like it gives it just a little bit of a sharp kick without making it like super spicy. But if you are really into spice, you could totally do jalapenos to add a little extra heat. And then I'm going to dice up my green olives. I'm gonna just cut them in half. It's probably about 1/2 cup or so. And that's another thing I love about pasta salad is you can add how much of your favorite ingredients as you want to. It's kind of like making pizza. You just kind of make it all your own, starting with that base recipe ingredients of a pasta, a cheese, a couple of veggies, a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of salt, and then your dressing. I do have what is it called? I think it's called balsamic peach vinaigrette dressing that I picked up this summer at Aldi's. I have made it on chicken. We've done like barbecued chicken, but without barbecue sauce. We use the peach dressing for a really sweet chicken. Oh my gosh, so good. And I have been tempted to try it in pasta salad. I feel like it would be really good. Something different and unique. So I may set a little bit of this aside into a small dish and try that too. All right, we're gonna get our olives in there. This is making a really pretty platter. So I have my tortellini, my cheese tortellini. It is cooked, it has been rinsed with cool water, and it is fully drained. Sometimes I just like to do this because you get all this color variety and it's super, super pretty. Okay, so I have my mixing bowl. That's the remainder of the cheese tortellini. I am going to kind of just gently fold all these ingredients together. This will make plenty if you're having a get-together, maybe having some friends over. This pasta salad is delicious year-round. A lot of people think of pasta salads as just being like a spring or summer recipe, but I really enjoy them year-round. I'm going to mix this together. There we go. Okay, we're gonna add a little Italian seasoning. A little bit of sweet basil. And now I have to make the big decision. Do I want to do Italian or balsamic vinaigrette? I think I'm going to do Italian today. So this is probably going to use about half a cup of dressing, maybe. I had my banana peppers in here. Let's start with a little bit less. Let's start with 1/4 a cup. Pasta salad, it always seems like you're gonna need more than you do because once it's mixed in, it kind of drains down to the bottom and then you can kind of just remix it together. You don't want it to be too saucy. You want to just taste the hint of your dressing because you really want to taste all the flavors of your salad dressing. Okay, this is a big batch, so I'm going to go ahead and add, total would be about a half a cup total there then, kind of like I first thought. Wasn't sure. I always like to start out a little less because you can always add more. You can't take it back out. So, oh yeah. Mix that together. Perfect. Ooh, we have a hopper. That looks amazing. I am excited. I'm going to grab a bowl. I think that looks about good. So again, because I'm using tortellini, cheese tortellini, I put less fresh cheese blocks into the salad. If I would just be using rotini or maybe bow tie pasta, I would probably add in more cheese. But we've already got cheese in the cheese tortellini. So we have that. Okay, you guys, I was curious. It's white balsamic peach vinaigrette dressing. And you love to use this on chicken and pork chops. And I have been just so curious. I have got to try this on the tortellini salad. Give it just a little drizzle. It doesn't take much. It's a very sweet dressing. We're gonna mix that in just a little bit. We gotta try this. That is really good. Well, you guys, I'm going to be honest. I wish I had done this for the whole salad instead of the Italian dressing that I usually use. That is delicious. It's just a hint of sweetness. And it actually goes really well with the salami and the olives. Oh, that's exciting. I love coming up with new twists for recipes. I hope you guys like this video. Leave your thoughts below. If you have some fun add-in surprise ingredients you like to add into your pasta salad, share those below in the comments so we can all try them, and we will see y'all next time. Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Grace. Today I am doing a fun spring side dish, broccoli cheese salad. I make a few twists to the original recipe, and I'm going to put all the ingredients, the original recipe ingredients, and my twist ingredients into the description below. Super easy side dish, goes great for potlucks, family get-togethers, perfect with weeknight dinner. If you're looking for some dinner ideas, recently we've done sourdough barbecue chicken sandwiches that were so good, chili cheese tater tot casserole. My kids are picky eaters. Broccoli is one vegetable I can usually get them to eat, especially if I'm throwing in cheese. So this is a big hit in our family. And I have 2 broccoli heads chopped up into small florets, bite size. I try to make mine kind of bite size. Nobody likes trying to cram huge pieces of broccoli in, especially if your kids are eating it. So bite size, I'd say this is probably about 4 to 5 cups of chopped up broccoli. We are going to add in about, I don't know, 1/4 cup or so of diced red onion. I am going to add in 1/2 cup of walnuts, packed with all that good healthy stuff. Honestly, I'm just going to take a handful, throw them in. My husband really likes this to take along for his work lunch also. One of the things that you can put in this recipe is raisins or cranberries. I like to do raisins myself. I'm going to do about 1/2 cup. Not even measuring. I'm just going to grab some raisins here. It's about right. Sometimes I add crumbled up bacon into this salad. I totally forgot to do the bacon today, so I'm just going to omit it. I would usually use maybe 4 to 6 slices of nicely cooked crumbled bacon. I'm going to add in about 2 handfuls of cheese cubes. Again, my kids like the cheese. You can feel free to dice these in half if you like. I prefer to skip that step. And then we're going to do our dressing. Now in the description below, I'm going to put the original dressing recipe that I typically use for this broccoli salad. It is 1 cup of mayo, 1/4 cup of white sugar, and 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. I mix that together, toss that in the salad. However, I'm not a big fan of mayo, and I've got 2 alternatives for you if you are not mayo people either. Creamy poppy seed dressing goes really well with this broccoli salad, and so does Sweet Vidalia Onion dressing. And this is the one I'm actually going to use today. They both just have a nice light creamy flavor texture to them, and I'm going to do about a cup of it. I am going to use a little cup here. You don't want too much dressing, but you want enough. That should be about right. If you're looking for some other healthy salad ideas, I have a fantastic winter spinach salad recipe. Oh my gosh, I could seriously eat that salad in like 1 day. Makes a big bowl full, but it is so good. I've got all sorts of healthy fruit salads as well. A chickpea salad that's got tomatoes and onions is so yummy. So be sure to check those out. Uh-oh, overboard. Those are to snack on, I guess, right? So basically, you're just going to lightly toss this salad together. Make sure it's all coated nicely in the dressing. And then you're going to want to store it chilled in the refrigerator. And then serve it there right along with your dinner, or take it to your potluck gathering. Put this in my bowl. I'm going to set some of this aside for husband's lunch, take to work meal prepping. But there we go, you guys. We have our super easy, healthy broccoli side salad. Hope you all like this recipe. We'll see you next time.